welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna race it. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Setting him on the top. He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Ready! Cowboy 80! Ready,
Here's the one back on the handoff. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
He was brought down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. He's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Complete to C.D. Lamb. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dallas.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Go!
Back-to-back carries here. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Ready! Ready!
Working out of the gun, Sanders. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Ooh, for a moment, thought those were our first points until he came and knocked it away.
Yeah, I think the message sent pretty clear after that play. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that to be the first ones on the board.
He has it at the 5! And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, Dallas.
Get it! Ready,
They'll try and punch it in. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. To the gun, here's Sanders. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just paid.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go now. 77 Wolf.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he drives that one backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Sanders back to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying to get that one to C.D. Lamb. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Ready? Go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
16 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. Setting up the running back screen. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Red. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Here's Sanders now. Almost has 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Aubrey puts it through. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. To the air on 1st down. Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Throwing again here. Sanders. Completed to his running back. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The Cowboys signaling for their 1st time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Sanders going to look to throw. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
They'll go play action for Sanders. Into the hands of Schultz. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Hurt. Go.
Throwing it again here. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
It's a gain of 6.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Deputy! Cougar 19!
To the air, Sanders. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Complete out to the right side. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Hit applied by Keanu Benton.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run with Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 16-point ball game. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way.
First and 10 now from the 30.
70,
Now Sanders. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Like it.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. It's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Looking right, and he finds it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Tag. Cowboy 80.
Well, that's the 2-minute warning. And it's the Cowboys with a 1st and 10. New set of downs for him from the 46. Sanders setting the pass. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting tempo with some hurry-up offense.
A gain of 12. First down, Dallas.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Finds Hunter downfield. And they get this down to the 28. Offense working quickly.
And the Cowboy first down.
To throw now is Sanders. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Back to the air here on second. Sanders. We've got a screen to the running back. Kamara with the first and still going. And he's finally hauled down at the 12.
A gain of 16
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Cowboys.
Go. Bronco 80.
From the red zone on 1st. Completed over the middle. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Looking out of the gun, Sanders. Catch is made in close. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And he's got it, it's in close. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Aubrey puts it through, and that makes this a 3-score game.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off,
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Sanders back to throw. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
you get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Back to throw now. It's caught right side by Johnson. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Back now, pressure coming. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
They give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game.
27. Steelers 3.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Kent on the return. Great effort, but he got popped at the end of it. The Steelers offense headed out. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field.
Hey, check that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
They got the football block, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Sanders now. Taking the deep He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. Heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll air it out on 3rd. Hits his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Running from the gun here. Massive hits, the ball's out. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return. And they're whistling for a stop here. That's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This is complete to Schultz. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
18, 18.
Sanders going to look to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. I know it's not a touchdown, but that's exactly what you want to do after a takeaway. Make them pay, and in this case with 3.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Kent on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up.
25-yard line.
Let's go!
They'll throw it. Going with the screen to Johnson. This is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Ready! 60 Eagles!
Now looking to throw. This is Metcalf working that right side. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 45-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Short pass brought in. going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of
They get 22 on that one. And that's a Steelers first down.
First down.
Unlock right.
They'll work against the blitz. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ready.
Motioning the tight end now. Throwing it again here. He's going to get this over the middle to Wilson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
11 more yards.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard
Working
line.
inside the red zone. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Overshown on the coverage.
Hey.
Still sticking with the passing game. This is hauled in by Atwell. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
3rd and 1.
He tries to sneak it, and this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2.
In motion left is Atwell. Johnson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's Johnson again. And this time he gets in for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Sanders all set to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Play action, Sanders. That's Mayer, he's got it! And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running behind center with Kamara. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we've hit the end of 3 in Super Bowl 62. The Cowboys are in front, hoping to become the 3rd team ever with 6 titles. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Top low 18. Here we go. Check. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Sanders setting the pass. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Yards to go. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Sanders now on 3rd down. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
And the Steelers, first down.
Working now from the gun. Catch made over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Offense is set. First and 10.
First down.
Ready?
First and 10.
Sticking to the air here. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing from the gun. Catch made. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Shotgun now on third down. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On first down, here's Sanders. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. They go play action for Sanders. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Get it!
Get to Johnson to start this drive. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Throwing from the gun here. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
3rd and long for him here. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. for first down.
That's good for a Steelers.
Here we go. Shot.
First down.
Ready.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Cuts his way through a tackle. Give him about 3 on that first down carry.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Ready.
He's going to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Pass play coming here. Going with the screen to Johnson. Hits a seam at the 40. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
45-yard line.
Looking to throw here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Dropping back to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Four guys out wide. Here we go, third and long.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Back to throw. Makes the catch. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Here we go.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Kamara gets it off the option. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's the backup. First throw. This one's caught. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go.
They're going play action. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Short pass brought in. And in for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. All right, Brock, take me inside the helmet of a quarterback here as you're laying there after taking that hit. Are you asking your linemen? Are you listening to the crowd? What are you doing to find out if you made the connection?
Yes and yes and yes to all of that. You're listening to the crowd. That's kind of your first indicator as you're laying there. That roar, what is it? Is it a touchdown? Is it a pick? And then your buddies let you know right away as they pick you off the ground, and that is a hit you will take for 6 every time.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
Steelers 10.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Complete
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's Johnson on second down. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throws knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner
brought in inside the 20. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Bronco switch.
Johnson gets it on first and 10. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
He's taken down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Steelers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out.
Okay, ready?
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Panther 6.
He'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. But they just can't finish the play.
Sets up fourth down.
Alert.
Desperation time here. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys manage to recover the football. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Gotta find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Schultz with the catch. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 5 DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down. And air it out on 3rd. And this one is launched downfield. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pigs dropped on that. Back plays Brock. He does force a 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Garoppolo throwing on 4th. Pass caught. It's Hunter. He's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a 13-yard pickup and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Looking for his back, Alvin Kamara there. And now they face 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They're going to pass it here. It is caught left side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Well, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's first and goal. Sticking to the air. It's Garoppolo. Near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. And here's a timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in the game that's already decided.
At the 3-yard line.
All right, one more snap to play here. Shotgun snap. Here's Garoppolo. And they strike for a touchdown on the final play of the game. They didn't need it, but they will take it anyway. The Cowboys keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And that's it. Once again, the Dallas Cowboys are Super Bowl champions. It isn't just that they are Super Bowl champions, Brock. It's also about how they got there. A dominating win in what's supposed to be our most competitive game of the year.
And when it mattered the most, they really leaned on the strengths of this team to not just win it all, but to make a statement. Do so in a way that you're not supposed to do in a Super Bowl. This is meant to be your toughest fight, an all-out battle for every yard and every inch and every point. And instead, well, the league's 2 best teams in the building, we saw one team truly in a class of their own.
Commissioner Goodell ready to make the presentation as the Lombardi Trophy returns to the Dallas Cowboys, Super Bowl 62 champions. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night everybody from the Super Bowl.